What up, Hawk fans? This is Emma Welch back with your on-campus interview. Today I am joined by two Theater Guild students, actors. I don't know how to go about that. Can I have you guys introduce yourself to the people?
Yeah, I'm Kylie Zeller.
And I'm Jackson Halverson.
And yeah, they're part of the Theater Guild. What are you guys Theater Guild students, actors, participants? I don't know.
All of the above.
All of the above, okay.
Yeah.
That's easy enough, okay. So you guys recently had your first play here. What was your energy going into those performances and leading up to it and practicing and all that?
I was just like super excited. Like I've been in theater almost all of high school. This is my first year here. I was so excited to be a part of like the Theater Guild's first major production ever.
There's a bit of apprehension because this is my junior year and I was a theater major, and then with all the cuts and stuff, it was like, oh, no more theater. And then Sarah Crossingham reached out and was like, hey.
What a woman.
I was like, right? Oh my gosh, don't even get me started. Love her. But she's like, yes, I'm going to rebuild the theater program. And we're like, all right, you know what? Let's do it. And by God, we did. We're starting to do it.
You sure did. I mean, I was in all of her classes at the time when she was rebuilding the theater program, and she's like, I want you. And I'm like, I don't know about that. I did speech in high school. It is not quite the same thing. I don't think I can do that. But she was like, let's do it. And I was like, hold on, I'm really busy. But I will.
Yeah.
And not have a script in front of you. I could not do that. So Jackson, you kind of mentioned earlier you've been doing theater for a long time. Kylie, you were doing theater before the program got cut. So like when you started doing theater way back, like in high school, how did you get started? How did you decide this is what I'm going to do?
Well, my first I was in musicals. And I'm pretty much a musical brat, so doing plays at DSU is a bit different. But I was in Music Man. That was my very first one, and I really like to sing. And I was like, okay, well, I like Music Man, so I'll be in it. And yeah, never looked back.
Yeah. Well, freshman year, I went and watched a play here. It was a comedy called Puffs. It was like a satire on Harry Potter. It was very funny, and I laughed like so hard during the play that I was like, wow, that looks like an absolute blast. And then so sophomore year, I auditioned for theater, and my very first play was Radium Girls.
Here in Dickinson in high school?
Yeah, Dickinson High School.
Oh, cool. Awesome. Are you also from Dickinson?
Yeah, I went to Trinity. I graduated from Trinity.
Okay, so we have some Dickinson natives here.
Yes.
Okay, so you kind of mentioned you're a Music Man fan. What's your favorite play or musical?
Anything goes. We did it my senior year. That was our senior year musical, and if I got the chance to do it again, sold. Loved it.
Honestly,
What about you, Jackson?
that's a hard question. My favorite, play to be in, I guess, and it was the only musical I've ever been in, was Beauty and the Beast. Like,
Oh, cool.
I would do that again. Like, that was a blast. So I'd have to pick that one.
Wow, that's cool. So this kind of goes hand in hand with that. Like, what is your dream production to be here at DSU? Like, if you could be like Sarah, I call her Professor Crossingham. Professor Crossingham, can we please do this? Like, what is your dream production to be here on this stage?
Man, there's so many going through my mind right now.
You're good at asking questions.
Yeah, right? Well, I would love if we could do Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, or even Wonka.
The high school's doing Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Darn it, they are, yeah. Okay. Man.
I would want to do The Pillow Man. That one's pretty dark.
Yeah.
I don't know any of these, but I am going along with what you guys are saying.
Right. Or Seussical. Seussical would be fun. It's a musical of Dr. Seuss works.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I would come watch that.
Right?
We mentioned something slightly earlier. I mean, Jackson, you kind of said like this is the first year this is back. So what does being part of the founding group for the Theater Guild mean to you guys? And what do you see the Theater Guild growing into in the upcoming years? I mean, you're a senior.
I'm a junior.
Junior, sorry.
Yeah. Don't rush me out of here just yet.
sorry, no, stay. So what do you see this growing into?
I mean, I don't know. Do we have our theater major back yet?
No, but we're working on, we still have the minor, we still offer it, but getting someone to actually teach those classes.
Right.
And then hopefully if we get enough interest in the minor, we can look at bringing back the major, which would just be amazing. But one of the things, if you go kind of backstage up to the loft, there's just all of these pictures of all of these different shows that have been going on since pretty much DSU started. And you can just see the amount of people in those shows.
Mm-hmm.
And if we could just have, not even just a big theater major program, which would be awesome, but a theater just acting production group again, that would be amazing.
Yeah, you kind of stole the words right out of my mouth. I mean, like, I would love to just have tons of people in theater, and we can do big, extravagant shows.
Mm-hmm. And it doesn't have to just be acting. I mean, set, costumes, sound, lights. I mean, all of it is so much fun, and we're kind of in a position where we get to do all of that because we are so small, but
it's so fun.
It is. It is amazing.
Yeah. All right. And then the final question I have for you guys, we ask this on every single interview, whether it's here on campus or in the studio with Xander.
Mm-hmm.
What does DSU mean to you?
Dickinson State University.
Okay. Yeah, this is our comedic genius over here.
No, I mean, to me, DSU, it's not just a college. It's like a community. I mean, my favorite part about it is like how small all my classes are. Like the professor knows everybody's name.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows each other's names.
Right.
It's just like, I don't know. It's like, I like the big sense of like community.
Yeah, it's kind of home, honestly, especially because we both grew up here, and just seeing how what we do at this school affects the community that we were once kids, and like you said, we came to shows here, and to be part of that legacy is just awesome.
Yeah. Like both of my great grandparents, I went to school here.
Wow.
They're not here now, but
yeah.
But my grandma, when she came and watched the play, all she could talk about was how proud her parents would be to see me here, like if they were still around. It was just like, oh.
Wow, that's awesome. That's
Yeah.
Your great grandparents being here, that's so cool. I mean, having generations at a school, I mean, there's not a lot of schools that have generations like that. I mean, you hear, oh, many years went to Princeton and whatever, but I mean, a small school like this, having generations of Blue Hawks come down the line, that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you guys so much for being on the show. That's all we got today. And now we're headed over to Xander in studio.
Clear.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to HawkTalk. I'm your in-studio host, Xander Beeson. Today I'm joined by a very special guest. I'll have you introduce yourself to the people.
Hi, my name is Jayce Johnson. I'm from Mandan, North Dakota, and I'm a sophomore on the DSU golf team.
Awesome. First question, what brought you to DSU?
My whole mom's side of the family's kind of went to DSU, and I had contacted that in the summer coming into my freshman year and kind of wanted an opportunity to go play golf, and he gave it to me, so I took it, and here I am now.
Did you golf in high school? Is that like a
Yes.
sport you did? And how did you get into golf? Was it kind of something that started as a hobby? And you got to high school and you wanted to keep doing it, or was it something you just kind of started out of nowhere?
So I probably started golf around 5 or 6.
Okay.
I did all the junior golf stuff. Then starting high school, did high school golf and summer tournaments throughout high school and stuff. Tried to get to some bigger tournaments throughout the state, and that's kind of how I got introduced to it.
All right. So obviously the DSU golf season just ended. Kind of give me some thoughts on how that went, things you want to work on in this off season, just kind of your whole thought on that.
Season was not great. None of us, everyone on the team had certain tournaments where we played good, but we just never put it together as a team. So like one of us would play good in one tournament and the other wouldn't, and then someone else would play good, and it just doesn't really work in team-wise. And then for individually, started not very good the first tournament. Next 2 tournaments did pretty solid, and then finished the season really poorly. So that's something I got to look back on.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's all good. We'll come back. Kind of like you just said, you guys each had your tournaments where you played well. You were actually named the Frontier Conference Golfer of the Week back in September after the Argos Invitational. Both teams took second in that invitational. Kind of what were your thoughts when you saw that you were announced as the Golfer of the Week? Yeah,
it was pretty cool. It was a pretty good tournament for men and women, and that was probably our one tournament where we all did pretty decent. We put it together, and I had a really good last 9 on the third round of the tournament that kind of set me up for that. So that was good, but yeah, it was really fun to see that.
That's awesome. Kind of going back to the more off-season stuff, I don't know if people at home know this, golf has 2 seasons. You have your fall season and your spring season.
Yep.
You obviously just finished. You'll kick back up again after spring break.
Yeah.
What does a golf off-season look like? What kind of training you're doing? Obviously, it's different for you guys than it might be some other schools. You have the indoor training facility on campus. So how does that get utilized, and what does your training look like?
Yeah, so after this fall season, we'll take kind of a month break off from practice. We'll still be lifting, try and get everyone in there into the golf room and start lifting. And then just right around Thanksgiving time, we'll get back into practicing and stuff and continue lifting throughout the winter time. And then right after Christmas is where we really get at it and start practicing for our spring break trip to Arizona.
Okay, awesome. If you ask a lot of people, they'll kind of say golf isn't really a sport, it's a hobby that athletes pick up after they're done playing their sport. I don't think that. I have tried picking up golf as a hobby. I'm not very good. What are your thoughts when you hear people say that?
For a lot of people, it's a hobby. And who knows, maybe after college it'll be a hobby for me too, and you never really know how that takes you, but it's kind of just a good opportunity. You can go to school and have fun and play with it, and you're part of a team.
Yeah.
So that brings the sport kind of mentality to it as you're really just trying to compete as a team and win.
Awesome. Obviously, you said you've been golfing for a very long time. Who is your dream scramble partner, dead or alive? And it doesn't have to be a professional golfer. If it's just someone from your family that you want to golf with, you're into a tournament, you get to pick one person in the history of time to be your partner. Who are you picking?
I mean, this would be pretty generic, but probably Bryson DeChambeau.
Yeah, I don't hate that pick.
He just hit some big nukes and go up there and putt it.
Yeah, just kind of, I like that.
Yeah.
Last question, we ask this to everyone that comes on HawkTalk. What does DSU mean to you?
A lot of it showing just representing Dickinson as a town, because this whole town pretty much resonates around DSU, and the fan base is really good and stuff. And then part of my family all going to DSU too. That really shows something with kind of what it means to me. And just trying to represent the school as best I can, and having the community support is awesome.
Awesome. Well, that's everything I have for you. Congrats on the good season.
Thank you.
Good luck in your spring season. Good luck with everything else, and we'll see you guys next week. Perfect.
What's up, Hawk fans? I'm Cheyenne Jacobs, back here with your weekly recap. So let's get into it. Baseball split their doubleheader against Mayville this past week, finishing their fall season with an overall record of 4-4. Cross country had a weekend in Billings, Montana, with both men's and women's runners putting up personal bests. Caleb Sarsland placed first overall and beat his personal best by 26 seconds. We are so proud of our runners and wish them luck on the 24th in Ashland, Nebraska. Men's and women's golf finished up their fall season at the Mayville Invite. Women finished second as a team with 2 individuals in the top 5. The men finished 5th overall, with 2 individuals finishing in the top 10. Volleyball dropped 2 tough games on the road against nationally ranked Bellevue and Dakota State, but are back in action on the 17th and 18th in Scott Gymnasium, so come out and support your Blue Hawks. Football had a fantastic time celebrating homecoming and 100 years of football this past weekend. There were 3,896 Hawk fans that packed the BAC to cheer on the Blue Hawks. They dropped a tight game to Dakota State with an ending score of 27-25, but they are back in action on the road this week in Billings, Montana, to take on the Battling Bears of Rocky Mountain College. We wish all of our Blue Hawks luck in their competitions and activities this week, and as always, Hawks are up.